Second last on the programme, race number 9. It's a Class 3 contest. 1,200 metres is the trip. Headed by Attention, makes his Hong Kong debut. Tony Millard, the trainer, a two-time winner, including group race in Australia before moving. Handsome Bobo, he's won 3 of his 4 starts so far. Starshine, course and distance winner, 2 starts back. Prince Harmony, a 4-time winner at the trip. That's at Happy Valley, though. Mr. Wealth, Hood and the Pacifier go on for his second start. Down to Winning Supreme from Barrier 9 off the all-weather. Probably be rolling forward.
Attention in his most recent trial at the Valley got back. We saw that earlier with Lady First leading all the way, but Handsome Bobo should spring out of the gates. Prince Harmony might offer some resistance. Winning Supreme's been firing full, but it was worth noting last start on the dirt, he just couldn't match them. So I wonder whether he might be on the downward spiral in his prep. But if he does step, he can apply pressure. Handsome Bobo can just probably hand up if he needs.
He doesn't have to lead, does he? Here's Momentum Lucky. He's well rated now. He's one-off ratings of 82. He's rated 78 with an apprentice claim, so he's been up for a while.
You're a big fan of this horse, Paul.
Got him in there, not on top, but I've still managed to find a place for him. I've liked this horse's last couple of runs. I thought they've both been very good, beating Raw Mojito and then backing it up with a nice run behind Handsome Bobo. He's really maintained his condition well. Looking at him here, he's still nice, big, strong horse. And Raging Blitzkrieg, he's the one in the front there, just with King Bountiful. He's been going nicely as well, and had a really tough trip last start, but he's come out of it with no problems. He's working well, so he looks good.
All right, OK. Well, let's start with our favourites. After news, of course, of the third double trio, $900,000 jackpot going in. It's an estimated dividend in the region of $5 million for the third DT. Well worth having a go. All right, Handsome Bobo is where we'll start. He's won 3 or 4 so far. And those 3 wins, the times, 109.86, 109.85, 109.85.
Yes, very positive, isn't it, about Handsome Bobo? We looked at the speed map. He doesn't have to lead. He can sit in if he gets pressured, which could be a possibility. But he's a lovely 3-year-old going forward. He's got to carry the full brunt of 132 here, so 11 pounds more to carry. But as you say, he's been putting the score on the board. The horse that runs second there has come out and run well. The horse that runs third, if you want to go back, and Paul highlighted his track work as being good, when he won, he broke 1.9. So there's some solid form around the first 3 across the line in that replay.
Yeah, no, it looks... I would look to take him on this race, Handsome Bobo, because he's a young horse with a big weight. And I just wondered, but I kept coming back to him because I didn't think it was the strongest race in the world. So I'm going to side with him, but I wouldn't want to take a skinny price.
He carried 130, albeit in Class 4, but he has carried 130 before.
He can carry the weight.
And ran that time again, almost identical. He's very consistent, Handsome Bobo, and probably very good as well. All right, next we can have a look at is Raging Blitzkrieg, Winning Supreme, and Happy Hour. Yeah.
The thing with Handsome Bobo is there are a couple of horses in this race potentially that could soften him up, and Winning Supreme might be one of them. But I did note in that last start on the dirt, he just struggled a little bit through the first couple of hundred. Raging Blitzkrieg's been running well, had a torrid trip last start, cut down by a horse that won 2 on the trot here and Always Win. There's no fitness issues with him. He's got options to sit in, I would have thought, Joe, and maybe try and stalk or even pressure Handsome Bobo a fair way out and try and make him do it all the way to the wire.
Yeah, I got Raging Blitzkrieg in. Happy Hour looks like he spent too much time at the bar, so I haven't got him in. But Raging Blitzkrieg, definitely.
Put him in the fridge, I think.
All right, let's learn more about Raging Blitzkrieg with trainer John Sice.
John, Raging Blitzkrieg, given that he was trapped wide last time, were you happy with that run?
Yeah, he's certainly had no luck in the draw and in the run, so he had to do a fair bit of work. I think it was a run that was that would be typical of him and his ability. So I think if he gets a nice run in a race, well, he probably gives himself a chance of winning.
He's a 2-time winner from France prior to coming over here. What sort of opinion do you have of him and what he's done here in Hong Kong?
I think this is about his grade. He's at top of Class 3, maybe bottom of Class 2, but he can gather some prize money and he'll win a race around that region. He raced over further distances in France, but it seems in Hong Kong he's better at the 1200.
Congratulations are in order as well too. It was announced this week, John, that you're going to be inducted into the Australian Racing Hall of Fame to be recognised as one of the best ever trainers from Australia. That must be some honour.
Yeah, it is. It's a great honour, and I'm very grateful to have such an award to be put to me. But a long road that we've come along, and eventually get a recognition like that, I'm quite grateful. It gives me some satisfaction.
One of many milestones in your career now. You've achieved so much in your time. Is there something that you still want to achieve? Is there some unfinished business before you do eventually call it a day?
No, there isn't really. I'm not like that. I just approach the next day as trying to do my job better, and that's the way I live. So hopefully with that you'll find that you'll achieve some goals anyway.
Yeah, just goes about his business
Doesn't
day
he?
by day, John.
Yeah. What of Raging Blitzkrieg, though? Can he beat Handsome Bobo? He's not even get much weight off him, is he? 2 pounds.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers, but I've got Handsome Bobo on top. I've got Raging Blitzkrieg in for third. I think he'll still run a good race.
Yeah, I think he'll be right there for a long time, but maybe the class might get him. It all depends on whether or not Handsome Bobo gets sort of taken on or softened up.
All right, OK. Well, one more to have a look at is an interesting one as well, in the shape of Attention. Having his first start here, Tony Millard, Victor Wong takes 10 pounds off.
This was a trial we highlighted earlier with Lady First leading all of the way. The horse that runs second with the big white face is an interesting runner. We haven't seen him yet. Optimum down on the rail, and you can see obviously Attention sort of closing off reasonably OK at the end. I think he's going to probably take a run or two, but a nice enough mover and arrives with reasonable form. That's why he's the top weight.
He's got the head 3 trials in total, 11.24. He goes OK, there's no question about that. I just think that maybe one more run. We'll give him a couple of runs before he might see his best.
Bump into some pretty sharp sprinters here.
Yeah, including Handsome Bobo. He's one of the few shorties on the day, and Zach Purton's on a few of these as well.
Yeah, he is. I've got him on top, but, you know, young horse rising in the grades. You wouldn't want to take a real skinny price about him. He's $1.90 now, so I think it's probably about his right price, $1.90, $2. Starshine in there for second, Raging Blitzkrieg for third, and Momentum Lucky is well rated now in there for fourth. But I'd be going the exotics. I wouldn't be backing Handsome Bobo straight outright.
Yeah, I can see your point there, Paul. I've got him on top as well, Handsome Bobo. He could very well win again. I think Starshine's the primary danger. Prince Harmony's another potential annoyance factor, and on his best, he can clock time. Raging Blitzkrieg could get the lovely sit-in behind and maybe can sort of cut them back late. But I think the queue there, 2 and 4, I'd be happy to have a little play at that with Handsome Bobo and Starshine.
Yeah, same queue for me as well, 2 and 4, and also got the 5 in there as well. All right, that's race number 9. One more to go. Race number 10 plus all the best bets. That's up next.